Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your body, your health and fitness and mindset from where you are right now to where it is that you want to be. And today I want to talk to you about the concept of work-life balance and ask you, is this a fantasy? Is it a fantasy? Can we really achieve that work-life balance? Well, here's the way that I look at it. Balance to me, in its strictest word, means 50% either side to get balance. So if you think about an old style traditional set of scales, you've got two like weighing devices on each side and with the thing in the middle. And in order to get a balance, you need to put like 50% on one side, 50% or 50 grams, 50 kilos, whatever on one side, and the same weight on the other side in order to achieve that balance. Now, I realize that some people don't consider balance in that way, because for me, I think if you think about work-life balance in that way, you're never going to achieve a work-life balance, because you're always going to be working more than you're doing those other things that you want to in your life. Well, at least that's the way that I think it should be done. I think we're built to work. We're not built to relax and rest and do all those things. Yes, that might be something that we do from time to time, but we're meant to move. We're meant to work. We're meant to give back. We're meant to create things. We're meant to build things. And that only happens by doing the work. Now, here's the thing. I actually consider what I do not work. So therefore, I guess I'm in really great balance because I love what it is that I do. But in the true sense of this conversation of working and, the rest of your life, family, etc., doing the things that you really want to do in leisure times and stuff, if we talk about those things, I personally don't think there's a way to achieve that balance. And I don't like to think about it in that way, because I think you're always going to beat yourself up if you're looking for that, that balance, if you like, in the strictest definition of the word. So the way that I approach it is, I love what I do. I don't feel that it's work, and I provide so much, I guess, joy to everybody else because of the outputs and the outcomes of what it is that I do. When it comes to my family, I look at it this way. I've got a big chunk of my day. Like if I look at a couple of days that I worked last week, most of the week, I'm working somewhere between 12 to 15 hours a day last week. What I try and focus on is when I'm with my family, so my family is my two girls, when I focus on, when I have that time to spend with them, it's all them. So I'm present completely. So can I be with them more than I actually am? Well, I could make some different choices, I suppose, and spend more time with them. But because of my schedule at the moment and how I'm kept working to build and grow what it is that I do, I've only got a certain number of extra hours. If I'm working like 15-hour days, if I'm sleeping 6, then that leaves 3. Okay, so there's 3 hours of time that I've got to spend with my family. So what I do is make sure that time that I have, I want to be 100% present for them. I want to connect with them. I want to continue to build the things that we have going. And to me, I suppose that's my balance. Now, well, part of it. So I'm never going to be able to spend as much time as 50% with the kids, because one, they're teenagers now, and that would probably drive them bananas for me to be spending that much time with them, because we go through different phases with our families, don't we? So from young kids, they need all of your time, and as they get older, they want less of your time and they become more independent. So my girls are 13 and 15 now. There are days when they really aren't interested that much in me for big chunks of the day, because they just want to do their own thing. They don't want the parent hanging around. So I be present in a room with them. I try and connect with them If they need space, then I give them the space. But to me, that's still about trying to, get that balance. It's ever changing. And because I'm also a single dad, I co-parent with their mum. So I have the kids just over half the time. So then there's that other half of the time where I don't have them. So the times when I don't have them, that's when I put more energy into the business. The days that I do have them, then obviously they go to school, I drive them, I pick them up, that kind of stuff. I'm looking for those opportunities where I can spend more time with them and more meaningful time, not just being present, because how many relationships do you know where they sit and the remote, they sit on the couch and it's the remote control that kind of dictates what happens in the relationship. We become disconnected with our partner. So even though we might be spending more time with them when we're in the room with them, we're not actually connecting with them. To me, that's not living. So when I'm with my family, I want to make sure that I'm connecting with them. But like I said, it's not always possible because they're teenagers and they don't necessarily want anything to do with you. Now, the other way that I achieve that balance is I've got to find ways to give back to me, because I can't sustain a 15, 16-hour day for the rest of my working career. So I need to be able to give back to me. So I do that in a couple of ways, and one of them is working out. So I work out 3 days a week. I do strength sessions in the gym. Really, really important for me, not only to achieve my physical body transformational goals that I want to achieve, but it's also good for my health, and like my overall health, but internal and external. But it's also good for my mental health. It's a good mental health release. It enables me to, everything that builds up inside you, I'm able to release it by lifting weights and doing those things. So that's really important. Another one is I don't do strenuous cardiovascular exercise. I've never enjoyed it. Most of my cardio exercise is just walking, and I might just go for a 20-minute walk, and sometimes it's outside, sometimes it's in the gym, sometimes I might watch something on Apple TV, sometimes I'm listening to music, sometimes I'm recording a podcast. The point is, it's an opportunity for me to take some time out physically, give myself something. Again, I look at it as the gift of health, so I'm giving back to my own body. And so those things fill me up. Making sure that I sleep enough is also a way that I give back to myself so that I can continue to operate at a high level. And then what I'm doing, so like this, it's on a weekend, it's Saturday afternoon that I'm recording this, and I don't have the kids this weekend. So I look for those things where I'm still working on the weekend, I'm still doing a few things on the weekend. So I worked half a day today. I'm looking for those ways to give back to me. So to relax a little bit more, maybe I'll sit down and I'll watch a movie. Maybe I'll have a nap in the middle of the day. I'm preparing my food and doing all those things to prepare for next week, cleaning the house, doing those things. But I always find those ways that I can give back to myself so that I feel like I'm relaxing, I'm re-energizing, I'm enabling my brain to switch off. I think this is one of the big challenges that we have when we keep on striving for something greater. We achieve a certain level, like get to a certain flight or a certain floor in the skyscraper, and we want to keep going. We want to go to that next level, on that next level, on that next level. And when you're hungry to do that, your mind doesn't stop. So I do have some trouble sometimes switching off my brain. So what I will do is I find if I go to the gym, that helps me. If I go for a walk, sometimes that helps me switch off. Sometimes it helps me just think a bit more clearer. Sometimes I mull things over when I'm walking. Another way I do it is I love a nice hot bath, put some, Epsom salts and stuff in there and just relax. Then I might watch a movie or something on my iPad, something like that in the bath, and just, really just chill out. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. Again, I might watch a movie in the afternoon. I might watch one in the evening. It just depends what sort of mood I'm in. I normally try and go to bed a little bit earlier on a Saturday night so that I can, rest up, get up a little bit earlier on Sunday, do a nice early morning Sunday workout before I do some work, and just kind of chill out for a part of the day so that I can unwind again. So again, it becomes a challenge when you're on this constant strive for success to switch your mind off. So you've got to find some things for you that enable you to do that. I've just told you some of the things that I've said I do. I'm not a big going out person, so I don't generally go out and go shopping and do those things. I don't do a lot of socializing outside my work time, mainly because I'm giving so much during my sessions, and because of the such long days. When I've finished those, I just want to chill out. And I want to just relax, spend time with the family, and the time that I have with myself, just enjoy that. So I think the key here is to really work out what that balance in inverted commas is for you. What's that really look like? And if that means for you that it is spending way more time with your family, your partner, your siblings, all of that kind of stuff, then you need to find a way where you can do that, shifting things around, whether it's delegating work, whether it's just making a conscious decision to switch off. We live in such a 24/7 accessibility era that it's very hard to switch off. I mean, I'm getting text messages, Facebook messages, not so much on WhatsApp, but sometimes there as well, emails, all kinds of messages the entire day and night. And because I do work internationally, as well as in different time zones in my own country, there can be stuff that comes through all the time. And I will get, because I do have such a good relationship with my clients, so they become part of my family. That's a double-edged thing, because they can send you messages at all kinds of the night or call you and that kind of stuff. So I use the bedtime feature on my iPhone to just shut everything down to do not disturb at 9:30 at night. And I have a policy of only opening my emails 3 times a day to check them. It's normally twice, actually. But it's at the bottom of my email footer, and I say that I only check them, I think I say twice a day, actually. And the challenge is to stick to that. And so it sets an expectation that people don't expect you to respond immediately. If I get, depending on who it's from, a message or something from somebody after 9 p.m. at night, I don't respond, because I don't want to get into that habit of just responding to people willy-nilly so that they feel that I'm accessible, 24/7. So it depends who it is. Obviously, there are some people where I do that, but if it's somebody that I don't know, I certainly don't go there. So I mean, there are a number of different ways that you can use different tools, delegation of certain functions that you can give to someone else. You don't have to get caught up in some things that we do, but you need to find that way to switch off your mind. You need to find that definition of what true balance means to you. Making sure, I would strongly encourage you to get your exercise in there. If you can do it with your partner, if you've got a partner, then fantastic. Otherwise, do it without them, and then just be present for them later on. One of the things that I think we really are troubled with in this day and age is presenteeism. There is so much distraction around us, whether it be a game on your phone, whether it be social media on your phone, whether it be emails on your phone, whether it be YouTube on your phone, whatever it is, people are sitting down and they're distracted. I even notice it with my own kids now that they've got their phones, and it can be, I can get a yes 3 times out of them sometimes, and I say, you weren't even listening to me. I say, what did I say? And they'll say part of it. I say, yeah, but what was the rest of it? I say, oh, I'm not sure. And then I'll say it again, and they're still distracted. I say, put down your phone. Let's talk about this for a second. So we don't want to ignore those signs and make sure that we are making the best of our time so that we can still stay connected. It's a challenge. Through my entire life with kids, 15 years now, each year it's different. Each day can be different. It depends on the mood that they're in. You're ready to connect, and they don't want a bar of you. And sometimes they can be like that with your partner as well. You've had a really great day, they've had a bad day. They want to talk about it, or you don't, or vice versa, because you've had a really good day. You don't want to talk about all the rubbish that's happened in their day to bring you down. So it's a constant challenge. Communication with ourselves and with our partners and everybody else around us is, I think, the true thing that we need to learn how to master. But I think if you can master a definition for what you want your work-life balance to look like, and then just work like hell to achieve that. I feel very blessed to live the life that I do, running a successful business that I love, serving clients in a way that I feel is my life's purpose, being rewarded really well for that, living the lifestyle that I want. I was walking down my hallway the other day, and I said, I'm living the dream. I said it out loud because that's how good it felt in the time. I can take the time off if I want to. It's just that I choose to work hard and stay focused. But there are days like yesterday, being a Friday, I had a couple of people that called up and they were ill. And so I didn't have their coaching session. So I said, you know what? I'm going to use that time I actually used it to do some cooking so that I could cook up my food yesterday rather than do it today. So I thought then when it comes to tomorrow, I'll relax a little bit more. And so, if I worked in an office in a corporate environment, I couldn't do that. So there are many things that you would know listening to this, running your own business. You have many freedoms that you're able to partake in. So I think I have a dream work-life balance. Other people would look at it and say it's a horrible work-life balance. So it comes down to you and the definition that you want for you, and just pursue it with vigor and excitement, because life is short and it's here for us to enjoy. So wherever you are in the world, stay safe. If you want to connect with me, go to thementaltoughnessandbodyshow.com. You can opt in for a free consultation with me, and let's have a conversation about how we can take your life from where you are right now to where it is that you want to be, whether it be something in your business life, whether it be something in your health, fitness, wanting to change your body. Let's get you some energy, let's get you focused, and let's get you where you want to get to in 2021. See you tomorrow.